940
Okay.
till then, right?
Yep.
So we put in the address, and we're going to see right now it's been on the market for 11 days.
Uh-huh.
We see that being on the market for 11 days, there's a
Right.
67 behind it, right? You know
Yep.
what that stands for?
No.
Okay. So here you have days on the market, DOM.
Yes.
And here you have concurrent days on the market, CDOM.
Okay.
So CDOM tells you it's been on the market for sale before because it's been on the market 67 days before with a different MLS number. That's this MLS number you see right here.
Okay.
Right, so that was 56 days plus the 11 days give you 67.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So it's important to look at the history of the property because you want to know if it's ever been on the market for sale before. Here it goes all the way back to 2003.
Right.
And the reason why that's important, if there was like a flood in the house, or if there was, mold or black earthen material, we don't call it mold until it gets identified by an inspector. So if there's black earthen material, if there's something going on with the house,
Yeah.
those comments would end up telling you that.
Okay.
So what we're going to do just right now is, we'll do the right thing, and we're going to print all five of these.
Okay.
So we have.
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I recording this? Yes, I am.
Okay.
My bad. Sorry.
Oh, that's
I
okay.
thought I didn't start recording.
That's right.
Sorry.
Then we're going to go one agent printout.
Yes.
So in the one agent printout, then we're going to print these.
Mm-hmm.
So that way we have all this contact information.
I see. Okay.
So we're going to print those, and then we're going to go up here. We're going to close that out.
Okay.
And so make sure it's printing. Okay.
Okay.
Now the other thing we're going to do is we're going to click on these attachments where that paper clip is at.
Yes.
So that paper clip, you know what the paper clip shows?
The tax record?
No, actually.
The
paper
actual.
clip-
No, I don't.
The paper clip in this case is going to show us the structural pest control report.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And so we'll print that. We're just going to print the first page.
Okay.
Actually, we'll print the whole thing.
Okay. Is that's what is called the disclosures? If there is any on the file, or no? That's different. That's a different
This would
story.
be part of the disclosures. This is
Okay.
disclosure to the pest inspection.
Okay.
Although there's no seller disclosures on there.
Okay.
There's also a copy of a preliminary title report on here. So we're
Okay.
going to go, we're just going to print the second page on this because that way it's just going to show you. I'm not going to print the whole prelim for you,
Sure.
but just give you an indication of what's there.
Okay.
So one page. So we've printed all the attachments that are on there.
Sure.
Now we're going to go back to another page here where it shows another paper clip. This is for the previous listing.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Not all the time will with this paper clip reflect that paper clip. So we're just going to make sure that there's nothing else in there.
Okay.
All I can see here, they've got the pest report, all this other information, property features.
Okay.
See, what is that? Oh, so now they include this property feature checklist. And here they show that they have the home at
Good times, then.
2350 square feet. So that's wrong.
Okay.
So that's not in the current listing. That's in the previous listing.
Right.
So the listing agent wants to be cautious about anything that goes into the MLS because
Okay.
there is some warranty that the listing agent is providing based upon the information being accurate.
Sure.
Even though down below in the MLS it'll say that the buyer or the agent is supposed to verify whatever information is being provided.
Okay.
So that just gives you a good idea. Two different paper clips have two different
Information.
sources of information, right?
Yeah.
So let's go back to a previous page.
Okay.
So on our previous page here, and we're not going to go. We're going to click on this highlighted parcel number right here. See that?
Okay. Yeah.
So we click on the parcel number. Now this is going to tell us who holds title to the property. This is accurate about 80% of the time.
So I saw that you chose the second one and clicked on it. Why we didn't choose the first one on the top?
Well, so let's close the screen. So all of these are all the same parcel number.
Oh, okay. They're same. Doesn't
Yep.
matter which one we click. Got
Yep.
it.
Yep,
Got
they're
it.
all gonna be
Okay.
the same. So let's click
Okay.
on the
Got
first
it.
one.
Got it. Okay.
So we open up the first one. Let's print this page.
Okay.
So printing this.
Mm-hmm.
Now what I do besides printing it, I end up saving it to the shared drive too.
Sure.
This is already saved to the shared drive too. It's already our listing.
Okay.
So, I'm sorry. Let me go back there again. So I now want to get the parcel. I want to get the parcel number also. The parcel
Okay.
map. So I'm going to go to the same place in here.
Okay.
Okay. So by clicking on the APN then, It's gonna pull up the parcel number. And then I'm gonna go over here where it says launch realist.
Yeah.
So launch realist, and now this is gonna open up an additional site. And now it's
Okay.
gonna ask me from comparable market trends, neighborhoods, Accessor Map. That's what the one thing I want here is Accessor Map.
Okay.
So the Accessor Map's gonna open, it says download a map. So you download a map here. This is gonna open down here.
Okay.
So it opens down in the lower area, so let's open up what it loaded here. Now it shows us, here's our property right here, right? So here's our parcel map. Here's where you'll end up getting the dimensions on the property. So let's go ahead
Okay.
and print this.
Okay.
So now we have everything on that property that we could find. Now we're gonna
Okay.
go out, we're gonna find other properties in the area that are similar. So we're gonna find comparable properties.
Okay.
So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take and I'm gonna highlight this MLS number,
Okay.
right? Control C. Then I'm gonna go search, and then I'm gonna go radius.
Oh. Okay.
And then here I'm gonna go listing number.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go ahead and put the listing number in there. You have to make sure sometimes when you save it, it'll save an extra space in the front.
Okay.
Like this, and when you do that, it won't search correctly.
Okay.
So here we're gonna go residential,
Yes.
and I'm gonna go half mile radius.
Okay.
And then this right here is, we're gonna go active, contingent, hold, pending, and closed.
Okay.
Okay, so we're searching all these criteria,
Yeah.
half mile radius, just to see what shows up.
Now, just one quick question.
Yeah.
Now, if this has a listing number, let's say if I'm just looking for a property that has not been listed and doesn't have a listing number, then I just search by the address and go the radius part for the comps for that.
You can do that, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so if there's a property, if we're gonna go on a listing appointment, that's not, the property's not for
Okay.
sale, right? So say you called today, you said, I wanna list my home, it's not on the market.
Yeah.
I put your address in there instead of the MLS number, I put
Okay.
your address in there, and then I do my search around that.
Got it.
Yep.
Got
So
it.
here, what we're looking for is we're looking to see where the value of our property is at and what else is on the market for sale.
Okay.
So we're looking at, here's our property in Tilden, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna select that because
Okay.
it's gonna show up in a map.
Right.
Right, I'm seeing, okay, what else is on the market for sale? This right here in Banbury, I already know it's a two-story. So two-story at 720, let's see what that looks like. Here's Ringer, this is a one-story, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Usually you see anything that's got a 2-bath, it's gonna be a one-story. If it's gonna
Okay.
be a 3-bath, then it has a possibility of being a 2-story,
Sure.
more than likely.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and pull Ringer.
Okay.
And then let's look down here, so there's not a lot active for sale, although more importantly, I'm looking to see what is sold recently.
Okay.
So let's go down here. Let's go all the way to the bottom of the page. So here's Alder Point for $1 million. Here's Stockwood. So this is 27. Here's 2,100 square feet on Tilden. So this property here was 31 square feet. It sold for $860. Right.
Okay.
So we're gonna select that one. Here's another one. This is on Courtside. This is another property. That's a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 2,005 square feet, similar to ours.
So you chose them based on the square footage or based on like the 4-bedroom, 2-bath part? How you choose?
Well, you can see the 2-story homes are larger homes. This is
Right.
3,000.
Yes.
Almost 3,000, 3,000, 3,000.
Okay.
This is 2,000, right?
Oh, yes.
So by being able to look at the properties are going to be similar in square footage.
Got it.
I just like
Okay,
to see
so we'll
what
go
else is
by
out there
this.
for sale, and I can select the comps that I want to be able to include.
Sure.
So we've got these 3 right here that are all
Okay.
in that area. This right here is on Courtside also. That
Okay.
one sold at $775.
Yeah.
And let's see what else is up here. Let's see, 2,600 square feet McLaren. This is at $760. That's another 1-story. And here's Emerson Court. This one closed at $675. Here's another one that's on Courtside. This one closed at $671.
Okay.
And now, let's see, Eckerman Road, that's a half-acre lot, so that's a little bit larger. We're gonna pass on that. So
Okay.
essentially, we have 9 properties now that are comparables, right?
Okay. So we.
those are all similar to our
Sure.
property. So now I'm gonna end up going into reports, and I'm gonna end up asking for one agent printout, because
Yes.
I like to get as much information on one page. That
Okay.
way I don't lose a page, and that way it's easy for me to get all the content that I want. If I wanna go and look at more pictures, then I have to print that out. So I'm gonna print these
Okay.
9 pages.
Okay. So it's easier if we print out pages and compare them rather than just go back and forth online and check them like one by one online. That makes things easier.
For me, it is because what I'll do is I'll then make an adjustment on each property based upon its condition, its location.
Oh, I see.
So we're going to close this now. So I'm going to close
Okay.
this page. I'm going to go back to this page here. Now I'm going to go up here to map.
Okay.
And I'm going to select map. And then map so we can see where
Oh,
our property is
those are
located
the-
here
Mhm.
and where the comps are that we're looking at. Right? So they're all within a half mile. So I'm going to go ahead and print this page here.
Okay. Now showing our property, we just have
So,
to know which one is it, or it's like has a icon that. Well, it's a different color.
In this case, it doesn't.
Okay.
Because you have two colors here, active and closed.
Okay, I see. The
And
green
so
ones are
because our property's
active.
active, then it's active on there.
Yeah.
So this right here is the show map border. Always get rid of this. So I just unselect that
Okay.
up here.
Okay.
The other thing is, let's say that you had a property that was, so we could print this map, right? You can shrink it down like this so we can get a better idea.
Sure.
When I go on a listing appointment, I take the map with me so that way I know where the properties are at. Because they'll say, hey, where's that property at? So well, that's
Okay, I
that's
see.
Eureka. Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And when you go on an appointment, you want more information than the client does.
Yeah.
Because they're going to know their neighborhood better than you do.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to go close. Let's say we were going on Wellington over here, right? To an
Right.
appointment on Wellington. So let's go close. So let's say I go over here on Wellington. I can see the properties on Wellington and say that the property that we're going to go see is this one right here in Halliford Court.
Okay.
So if I go right click, I can now add a label. So now I can add a label and say this is a listing appointment.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Now, and I hit save.
Okay.
Now it's got that marker that you asked for, right?
So that particular property, Paul, if you look at the next block and the next block, by the image, I can say that they might be similar or very close property to each other. Does that give you an idea that might be the? Oh, but they're not. Doesn't matter if the comps can be compared with those. Okay, never mind. Never mind. I'll take that then.
So if we wanted to mark a property, like this is our property here that's for
Yeah.
sale.
Okay.
If we want to mark a property, that's what we do. Then
Yeah.
we go down here to more. We go map
Yeah.
report.
Okay.
So map report, we get rid of the border.
Sure.
We shrink into it here a little bit more, and then we go print.
Okay.
So if you save it, it'll save it in color. If you print it, then it'll be printed in black and white, at least on my
Sure.
computer anyway.
Okay.
So essentially, when you're going through now and you're looking at this with your client,
Mm-hmm.
you're now able to make a comparison by looking at the history, because now you can tell them about the history of the property.
Yeah.
So like the current property right now, it's been on the market at $729.
Yeah.
It was listed for sale for 67 days. It didn't sell before.
Okay.
So now you can go back and look at the previous listing. So the previous listing on the property, it'll tell you, oh look, it was listed for $750. They took it off the market after they reduced it to $729, and now it's on the market at $729. So if they came down $30,000, if they want to sell it, maybe they'll come down another $30. So let's write an offer on it for $700.
Oh, okay.
Maybe,
Okay,
so
I
that's one
see.
game plan. So this right here just gives you more information with regards to the property when it sold before back in 2003.
Mm-hmm.
And you can read through the comments to see if there's anything that's important to know about that particular property
Okay.
in that information. From there, then you're able to look at the copy of the Clark Pest Control. You can see that they did almost $11,000 worth
Yeah.
of work, right?
Mm-hmm.
And in the report, it tells you what work that they, so let's see, actually on this report right here, they had all these items that were listed on here
Yeah.
that they're labeled.
Right.
8, 3A, 4A.
Yes.
Although they don't give you the diagram, they just tell you the work that was done.
Mm-hmm.
So you would want to call for a copy of the original report.
Okay.
So because this right here is just a clearance. So this is a clearance saying that the property's been certified. It says all the following recommended repairs were made on
Okay.
this date, and they were not including these items.
Right.
Although you'd have to get a copy of the pest report to know what items it was that they corrected.
So I call the Clark
Mhm.
Pest Control and they provide that to me.
Yep, and you ask them to send you a copy.
Okay.
And on the title, if you had a question about the title, here it gives you the title person who's Denise Clark at Placer Title,
Yeah.
and then so that's who the seller wants to use for title and escrow. So that's how you write the offer.
Okay.
You know, when you start to look at the properties, you know who the names of the people are. So if
Mhm.
you're going to put the names of the people, or whether you can put seller of record, Then
Okay.
you put that in the offer, and then here, again, it gives you the dimensions of the property, and then furthermore, you have another one here that shows the dimensions of the property too on the parcel map.
Okay.
So it looks like that whole area behind the property is all part of the common area, right? That
Yeah.
HOA takes care of.
Okay.
Then we start looking at the comps. So as we're looking at the comps, we see, okay, what's on the market for sale? Here's one on Ringer. That's it's a 2-bedroom, so it's really kind of not a competition, although it's on the market for sale. So it's 1,900 square feet, priced at $650. Here's this one on Brandonberry, which is actually this is a probate listing. It says here, so they're motivated to get that one sold. And I know it's-
What means probate listing?
you'll have to look that up.
Okay.
Yeah, you look that up, and you'll get the definition.
I see. Okay.
And then, so then it shows our property here. It's on Tilden.
Yeah.
So those are the few properties that are on the market for sale. So there's really nothing for sale.
Okay.
This one right here closed. That was on Courtside. It was listed for $599, sold at $671. So now you're working through this with the buyer, wanting to understand where's the value of Tilden,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
So here, so the buyer says, oh, this one's 1,800 square feet. Tilden's 2,100 square feet. This sold at $350 a foot. So every 100 square feet represents about $35,000.
Yeah, okay.
Right? So
Yeah.
if it's 200 square feet, that's about $70,000.
Uh-huh.
So 70,000 on top of 671, that brings that to about 740. So this right here on Emerson Court, no pool. This one sold for 675. Now this closed in August. It was listed for 724. Closed at 675. Now the next property, this is on McLaren. So this one had a built-in pool, so you'd have to do some deduction. Listed for 695, closed for 760. Right?
Okay.
Now we're looking at homes that are inside Courtside. Now this one's 2,105 square feet, so it's a model match. So this model match was listed at 695, closed at 775. So it closed for $50,000 more than what we're on the market for.
Okay.
Right, and that was just back in April. Then you have another one here that's a model match also, listed at $749 and closed for $850. So
Okay.
that one's $130,000 more than ours.
Okay.
Than where we're listed at. So if somebody looks at a property and says, gosh, it's kind of a good deal where it's already listed at. Right, so maybe I can get it for less. I don't know. So here's this one right here is on Tilden, 2131, a little bit larger square footage, no pool, priced at $860 or sold at $860. Priced at $750, sold at $860. So when you look at the value, the buyer's looking and saying, okay, where's a good value of the home? Well, maybe it's at list price, although if they don't have any offers, I'm gonna call listing agent, and then maybe we're gonna go ahead and we'll write an offer for lower to really understand the seller's motivation.
Okay.
Okay, so this is that's the fourth pillar.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank you so very
right.
much,
So you're
Mr. Paul.